Yeah, so we cold start a lot now, and I
Yeah, dude,
just
I've kept up with the pod. I've
yeah,
seen
man. So it's
y'all just
been
get into it.
yeah, man. So because like you know what, man, I get roasted because there was one episode because like we're trying to find the voice, and I fucking said my name was Joshua once, and I get roasted by the whole family. So it's what it is. So we cold started. Um, so this is a very special episode, ladies and gentlemen. The council boys are back. We have a very,
Symbol.
very, very special guest with us today to celebrate our 2 years. Our 2 years was like 2 months ago, but
Don't
better
worry
late
about it
than
though.
never. And we were working on
Yeah.
the hard details. We had to sign contracts and stuff to get this very special guest on here, and
Yeah.
it takes time.
Actually, the
Great.
Albert in this universe died, so they had to pull me from another multiverse.
Yeah, we're jumping multiverses with Doctor Strange, and we signed the contract to get the homie, my AD, back, back in the building. So
Yes.
traditionally, welcome to our show, bro. Welcome
Gang
back.
gang.
The Council Boys are back
Gang.
in the building. I'm also joined with the homie Mikey B.
I'm gonna steal his catchphrase. You know the vibes.
True, you know the vibes.
Okay. Okay.
We out
Okay.
here. AD, I can give you a couple seconds if you want to just say a couple things, but if not, we can just get this party rolling.
I'm gonna get in my feels, y'all.
True.
It's a pleasure to be back, y'all. I abandoned all of you guys. I'm sorry. I let y'all astray and then I just left you. But nah, it's good to be back. Life came up. I had to do adult things and be boring and not focus on video games. But I still kind of do game. So I still kind of do know what I'm talking about. And I still have way too many opinions. So this will be fun.
It'll be fun to tap into those opinions and hopefully get maybe some good reactions. So,
Yeah.
Oh, but
who,
before we start, Albert, if you've been listening, sometimes I like to play a game called Name Those Bars.
yeah.
Let's
and we're
go.
gonna do, and we're gonna do one. This might be slightly tougher, but it is current because it is current. It's a current feud going on in music. That'll be my first hint for you.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna fail this real bad, but okay. Let's go.
Alrighty. We actually pull up the lyrics, as I probably should have done before. All right. I push my fingers into my eyes. It's the only thing that slowly stops the ache. It's made of all the things I have to take. Jesus, it never ends. If it works, it works. It works its way inside if the pain goes on. I can repeat it if you like. I did say it pretty fast.
I'm already gonna say I don't know who that is, but like whoever that is, can we help them? They sound hurt.
Josh, any guess? You want me to
yeah,
repeat it?
no clue.
Lil Uzi, he makes like
right.
emo rap.
But that also kind of sounds like a Drake thing to say too. Like I feel like Drake would.
If
kinda
that's
be
Drake, man.
like he
Anyone else could get that bar off, but if it's Drake, I gotta make fun of him. I'm sorry.
Mob
Despite
ties,
his
bro.
pain, I gotta make fun of him.
mob ties, Jamaican tings. Yeah, I have no idea, dude. No
Well,
clue.
this was a little bit of a swerve for you guys. That was Duality by Slipknot.
Oh,
Because
I mean,
as you
it
know,
sounded familiar.
because as you know, Slipknot and former rapper, now punk popper MJK
True.
are battling for some reason or another.
Yeah. MJ.
Like,
Good
Dude,
call, man. And I'm
I
over
just
here
find
trying
it
to.
funny that he got othered by Eminem and he's like, I'm not gonna rap anymore. I'm gonna be pop punk.
Yeah, that nobody wants him over there.
but we never forget that. I'm
Yeah.
aware that he got murked in lyrics by Eminem, but people will forget.
But I'm gonna stand up right here for MGK. That album is actually really good, and he is
There's some good songs.
one of the I feel only successful rappers that made it into pop punk. There's other people that have tried and aren't doing so well. / we forgot about them. So got to give him props for the props are deserved to try a new sound and not do too bad at it. So
And then he has the stat boost of dating
Kardashian.
what's her name? Megan
Courtney.
Fox.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's the other pop punk dude.
yeah. Shout out to Travis Barker. Who would have thought the drummer from Blink-182 would be the last man standing relevant, 20 years after all the small things came out.
True.
So good
He
on
made it.
him. Good on him.
Yeah.
Let's switch gears a little bit. Let's get back to our traditional ways. So we usually kind of break things up apart into like what we've been playing, but we can just kind of mega episode this and give the people what they want. So what we've been playing. Anybody want to go first? AD.
I'll go first since I'm like, I haven't been playing a whole lot, y'all. I'm sorry.
Do you guys still play Fortnite?
All right, you already gonna roast me, but yes, I'm still playing Fortnite, and I will stand by it. It's gotten really, really good actually, and the meta story is really very interesting.
All right.
Yes,
Are
I've
you
been playing Fortnite.
Are you reading the comic, the Batman Fortnite comic?
Oh, there's a no, I'm not.
right.
That's interesting. I didn't.
So, because you're into the metaverse and like the meta story. There's a whole like Batman Fortnite type collaboration that kind of I believe goes deeper into the universe
That's
of
absolutely
Fortnite.
bonkers. Like something had to have happened in our universe to like butterfly effect where Fortnite is doing bullcrap like this, but
It's all Marshmallow's fault, bro. Marshmallow brought in a bunch of people in that brought in Travis Scott.
he brought upon
that brought in
upon
the
the
Marvel
Fortnite
universe.
apocalypse.
Pretty much, there's always one turning point in the game, and that
Yeah.
looks like it seems to be it. Which is why like Among Us died because they couldn't do it, and Fall Guys is nowhere to be found anymore. So,
Yeah, like my games are Fortnite, Destiny 2. I'm still back in that abusive relationship because the story's gotten really good. Like I will say this, gameplay wise, I'm not in love with it, but that story is really, really good, and everything leading up to Witch Queen has been very, very exciting. And then I have like outside of those two games, I have like my casual games where I play Fall Guys every once in a while because Fall Guys, it's just fun. Like just play a few rounds, blow off some steam, good time. And then I've been playing this game Tricky Towers with my girl. It's essentially Tetris. It's fun. And then Pokemon Go. I go on walks every day because your boy gotta get them steps in. And
true.
it feels better getting your steps in when you hatch an egg and get a Pokemon. So
True. Which
those are
kind
my
of
games.
jumping into that a little bit, I activated Pokemon Go again, and for some reason, like it doesn't want to hatch me eggs when I go like on walks and stuff. It's fucking stupid. But I don't know. You threw the trigger word out there, bro, which is Tetris. You can go fuck off, bro.
The infamous hot take.
The infamous hot take. It's so funny. Mikey B, you wanna jump into what you've been playing?
Sure. It's gonna be a little bit weird because there's gonna be a whole segment we talking about it. I'll repeat myself.
Oh, I mean, we can switch it. I mean, I can kind of.
Oh, I just been playing Metroid. I've been playing Metroid Dread, and at some point in this podcast, I'll be talking about it a lot. But yeah, so to keep this really short, I'm really enjoying it. I'm liking the vibes quite a bit. The gameplay is cool. It's a little bit more action focused currently than than traditional Metroid. But still a Metroid. You're still exploring. You're still upgrading. You're still getting new abilities. And I really like the minimalist atmospheric music. It really gives like a good Halloween vibe during the spooky season that we're living in currently.
Nice. Yeah, so stay tuned for that clip because we got that brewing too. So, on my end, you know what we do, bro. Call of Duty, Season 6 just came out. We're running high with new guns before Vanguard. New Zombies mode came out, which is actually pretty awesome. Really digging that. But also I played 2 new games in like the span of when we last talked, and we're gonna try not to be so negative about it, but
I'll dump on them.
yeah, these games sucked. Facts, bro. Number 1, Skatebird, trash, hot trash, dude. Like, I thought Tony Hawk was okay. Tony Hawk's not bad. Tony Hawk laid the groundwork for a lot of skateboarding games,
Yeah.
sure. But like, and I played the Tony Hawk games a lot too. But this brought me back into that, and I got mad. Not even kidding. Like the mechanics of it were just like so insane, and I just it wasn't my vibe, and I was like, you know what? Let's give it like 6 or 7 challenges. Let's really get into it. I played for like a solid 45 minutes, and like I just never want to pick that up ever again. Like it was just not my thing. So because it's on Game Pass. To be fair, I didn't pay any money for it, so I
That's
don't
the
owe them
glory of
anything.
Game Pass, though. You can just try, like, you can try this stuff with guilt-free conscience. Because, like, if you would have bought that full price,
We've been mad,
you would probably have to air
super
out
mad.
someplace. Because it's like, bro, I spent money on this.
Yeah, you could just have a picture of me punching air right now. Like I would be super pissed. The second one, I'm really into. I don't know if you guys ever played Worms. That whole
Yeah.
little franchise of games, I love those games. Worms Armageddon was amazing. I had
Yeah.
it for the the Game Boy, and I played it on the 64. And I've been playing it on the Xbox frequently because they have like one. I think it's just called Worms, like HD or something. Don't quote me on it, but
Mhm.
it's the regular turn based. But they have this new one that just came out not too long ago, which is more of like a battle royale. Yeah, it looks really cool, and I got suckered into it with one it being Worms and the game like the trailer. The trailer looked awesome, and I was like, you know what? Let's try to convince the gang to jump on, and we get a new game going. But the mechanics of this game suck. Like it's so hard to like. It's all right hand based, so like you're aiming with the lower left like analog stick, changing weapons and maneuvering with the button. So it's like it's a weird dynamic to kind of aim, shoot, and move, and actually do damage and switch weapons and stuff. That was my thing with it. So like it was kind of weird, and it just was not. It didn't live up to what I wanted it to be. But if they stuck to more turn based, I would have loved it, 100%.
Yeah, I've played that because I think I got it free on PSN 1 month.
I
Like,
think I saw it. I got it in an email that like it was coming out.
it's
free.
perfectly fine. Like, I don't full on hate it, but like compared to all the previous Worms, it's just like it's mediocre at best.
Yeah, I like that they tried because that game seems like it would be perfect for battle royale. Like it's just it's exactly what you want it to be. But
I feel like you could still have a battle. Like, I feel like it would be more interesting if it was still a battle royale, but it's still turn based. Like, I feel like that could be crazy. Like, you start off with 100 in the round, but then like you're only competing against 4 people at a time, and then it slowly just decreases, and then you guys all end up in like one zone.
oh, like kind of like a Tetris 99 where like everyone's having like their own games, and then you get to the end. That could be cool. I like that. But yeah, this game was. I got bummed out, man, because I was really looking forward to it. But it's what it is. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much all I've been playing. Strike Force again, which I hit him. This is good. It's kind of crazy. I'm kind of iffy on it because like it's a lot to take in. But I also just hit a milestone for days logged in, and we're at like 800. So it's like, yikes, bro. But awesome because the game's I love it. But goddamn. 800 days
They need
in,
to send
so-
you like some sort of like hoodie or like a medallion or something. That's impressive.
Dude, I would love for something like that, but if I think I'm worse, there's people that like I connected with this like alliance that I've been with this whole time, and like
Yeah.
they've been playing longer than I have, so
I
that's
mean,
where
it
I
is
kind
a
of
fun
don't feel
game,
too
for
bad.
sure.
So it's
Like the story's like surprisingly like really solid. Cause like I was playing it for a while, like after you were like always hyping it up. And it's
I
good.
can't get enough of
It's
it.
just like it got to the point where like they kept like adding more stuff, and I'm like, this is a lot, and I couldn't keep up.
It doesn't stop. It's great. They have like this whole new like Weapon X like event happening where like they rebuffed Wolverine, Omega Red's in it, Lady Deathstrike, and Silver Samurai is the new batch of characters coming in to rework the Weapon X. They had the Heroes for Hire, which introduced Colleen Wig, Misty Knight, and Shang-Chi to rework like the Defender sort of thing, and like there's a lot going on, man. I love it. So I can't put it down, man. I'm out here killing it.
Marvel got you in a chokehold. It's all good.
Nothing's changed, man. You know how it goes. So, yes, still deep into the Marvel universe. Which have you guys caught up with the movies? You guys watch Carnage? You guys watch Shang-Chi? You guys got any? Or What If that too? Have you guys submerged yourself into anything Marvel recently?
Yeah, I saw Shang-Chi. I'm caught up on What If, even though I haven't watched it, but I read about it. And then I read about Venom, and the biggest reveal of the movie is that he's part of the multiverse. That he's part of the
Perhaps put up a
MCU.
spoiler alert on here just in case. But it's been like 2 weeks. We're fine.
Yeah.
that
It's
was
not
the biggest-
spoilers. You're just late.
That was the biggest
True,
takeaway.
very true.
But was the movie good? Did you guys actually see the movie?
I saw
Josh
it.
or Albert?
I haven't seen it yet. I heard it's like fine to
Mm-hmm.
mediocre. I heard it's. I heard they really build upon the relationship between Eddie and Venom, and they make it like there's some hints of like romance there, and I'm just like, good for them. I'm glad
Yeah.
that they found someone.
But I feel like that also really helps with the story. Like it kind of builds them up to like what happens in it. I'm not gonna really give it away, but
Yeah.
it helps, and it kind of gets you to like the progression of the story. So they do a really good job of that. And Woody Harrelson is an amazing madman. Like he's great in this. I loved it. Every second he was on screen it was perfect to me. Like it was what I wanted to see, because I like Carnage too. Like he's one of my favorite villains, and like it does a kind of him a good justice of like this just insane like symbiote just wreaking havoc, and it was awesome. But then again, this movie, like, how far could you really go? You know what I mean? Like it's just like yeah, the word is fine. It's fine.
Plus, it was PG-13. Like I feel like to do a real good Venom Carnage movie,
Yeah.
you kind of need rated R. But like I understand like why they don't want to do that, because it's like rated R movies. Yes, they can make a lot of money, because I mean like Joker made a crap ton of money, but it's
Yeah.
like that's a huge gamble. Like, and I don't think it would be worth it on Venom, because I mean like Venom 1 did it did pretty good in theaters from what I remember, but like
Yeah, box office wise, really well.
it
Story
was not
sucked.
like. Here's the thing. I had fun with that movie, but would I say it's a good movie? No. It was just really fun to watch. Like, yeah,
The real question is, how many times have you rewatched it?
twice.
Twice. I haven't seen it since.
I think I saw it one more time it was on television one night, so I watched it again.
It's still just a fun watch. It's just like
Yeah.
turn off your brain, just have some fun.
Mm-hmm.
The jokes are dumb but funny. Like they're so dumb that they're funny, but
Yeah. It's like, I don't really want to shit on Sony too, but like they're just like playing catch up, and they're trying to do something that Marvel is, and Marvel's like, we'll let you just like try it, because like they're playing the big picture now. So if you had, you guys know the post credit.
Yeah.
So you see Tom, and there's no really like definite answer, but you know they exist now. So like they're playing the long game in this too. So it's like, okay, you have Marvel now in association with the Sony project, which will put us in the Spider-Man at some point. They'll meet, which is the rumor
the
going
Morbius
around too.
movie is doing the
And
same thing.
Morbius.
So
So
it's
it's like,
Vulture is going to be in it.
so that's what I'm saying. So you're playing the long game with the mouse. Plain and simple. So trying to go rated R is not really in your favor. And I think they're going to really try that out with Deadpool. But Venom is not the movie to, to roll the dice on.
No. Deadpool, they can get away with it because
Exactly.
yeah.
That's right. Been proven successful twice.
Honestly,
Exactly.
like I feel like Deadpool could even be PG-13 and it'd be fine. Like I feel like it would be hilarious if he knows that he's in a PG-13
Exactly.
and has to censor himself. Because like I feel like some of the best versions of Deadpool are like in the animated series where he can't just cuss and be super crude, but he's still just as funny.
Exactly. And that would be like the perfect way to approach it.
Yeah.
And, because like if they do decide to, because, that's going to be like a year or two if we do get any sort of traction with that, to where like, can you write this script rated R, but can you make it, or PG-13 and, be
Dude, I'd love
fully
two
aware of it?
versions. Like you get the rated R cut and then the PG-13 cut.
That
just
would be
slightly different.
awesome. I would dig that.
Yo, Marvel, take our idea, but pay us.
Plain and simple. That's what we've been doing. So the whole like Tom Holland being involved with this now is awesome. But I don't know about you guys, but like, not that it doesn't make sense to me, but like, is this? It's got to be the same universe, but is it the same universe or is it not, or is it just like one big like ha? Because they said he was a threat, but like we're dealing with the multiverse now, so it's like, is that threat the same threat we're all thinking about?
Yeah, it could be like it could be the MCU that we're familiar with, the main timeline, but like it could just be one that's super similar. Um, but I don't know. It's interesting. We'll see like if it actually pays off to anything significant. But
Which, if that's the case, dude, that would be the perfect like. Here's a little bit of fan service, but this is not
Dude.
for you. It's like, yeah, we'll give you this clip, but this is a different universe. This Spider-Man actually was a terrorist, and
dude, I
Who's
just
that
can't
guy?
imagine like this version of Venom and Eddie Brock with Tom Holland's Spider-Man at
Yeah.
all.
No way. Well, also just kind of going on with like their stories and stuff, but like there's conflict there and like a part of it. Like the newer comic runs kind of have them like working together, but like
Yeah, like Agent
would you
Venom.
jump like from that to them being like best friends? So what about Shang-Chi? Did you guys see that?
Yes.
AD, you got to see that, man.
Dude, it's
That-
crazy. Like I've seen most of the Marvel shows besides What If. I saw WandaVision, I saw Loki, I saw Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then after that I've dropped off. I haven't seen Black Widow because bro, I don't care about Black Widow. That movie was glorified setup for the next Black Widow. It did not need to exist. It should have existed a really long time ago. Shang-Chi, I do want to see because I've heard really, really great things about it and it looked fantastic. And then what else has come out? What If? I don't really care about it just because I'm like, it looked perfectly fine. And I've seen clips of it. They do some dope stuff. They finally did Ultron justice, but I've read enough about it. I'm like, this is neat, but I don't need to watch it.
Yeah, I could dig it. Mikey B, what do you got anything to say about What If? I know you haven't really consumed it.
I'm pretty much co-signing with Albert says, pretty much copying. Like I keep up with it. I kind of found out, like I said about Ultron, it became like the big bad of season 1. The Watcher finally stopped being the Watcher and got involved, and then they assembled a team of Avengers from all the other episodes, and they did their thing. But it's cool. It's cool. But I don't know what it like. I'm not sure. I don't know if like it adds much to like the overall like cinematic universe, which I guess I'm hoping for. Well, I guess that I was hoping that would happen at some point. It might be involved like for like the bigger cinematic universe. But it's a
Yeah.
nice little like standalone type thing that keeps the Marvel fans occupied until Hawkeye comes out in Eternals and such.
Oh crap! I forgot about those.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty awesome next
And then Spider-Man obviously is
end
at
of
the
the
end of the month.
year
Yeah, so
run. So
we're hitting a big thing with next month Eternals. I think it's like the 5th or 6th of November, and then Hawkeyes
the
sometimes
end
a
of the
couple weeks
month.
end of the month, and then the end of the year is
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. So we're really hitting, and then after that is Doctor Strange, the multiverse of wacky man movie. Is that the spring
Is in
thing?
like March, I think.
Dude,
So,
some of the apparent leaks of that script sound pretty insane.
At this point, dude, like everything's been leaked for that, so it's like it's a good time to wait. Just to kinda hold off.
If the leaks are actually true, because I don't want to discuss them because that's
Yeah.
spoilers on a whole different level. But like, if they're true, that movie's about to be bonkers.
I'm ready for a 3-hour Spider-Man. So Black Widow, you should give it a chance, dude.
I think it's free now on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's free on Disney. Like the thing is, like I've already read through like everything that happened.
I shit on Black Widow too. We could tie this into like the last 2 years of episodes. Like I had zero appreciation for anything Black Widow. I was like, this is gonna be stupid. It's actually ended up being a really good movie. So I've seen it like 3 times, so I would give it a shot.
Is this free on
Shang-Chi,
Disney Plus? I'll check it.
give it a go, man. Like let it just play itself out. Like
Yeah.
to me, there's like barely like the only good part that really affects us going forward is like the end. But
Yeah.
like
With
I
the
mean, it
old
is
girl.
what it is. Yeah. So
Mhm.
But I mean, like anything to get more Florence, whatever her last name is.
yeah, she's the best in it. She's
Yeah.
really good. So I would give that a chance. And what's his name from Stranger Things? He's awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
a good. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi, dude. Shang-Chi is one of my new favorite movies. Like it's beautiful. Like
I
there's
already know what
something
happens in
it.
the after credit screens or scene, and I'm very curious what the little beam is all about.
What's so nuts, and see, we could try to have this conversation in 5 minutes. The what I've been noticing Marvel's doing, Marvel is like taking their sweet ass time with this like real life story that's happening on the left, which is like the new Captain America, this rebirth of Hydra. They're kind of like tiptoeing because Falcon and the Winter Soldier I thought was kind of sus. Like it didn't.
It was
fit.
mediocre.
Yeah, there wasn't really any really amazing things, especially coming out like after WandaVision, which I still think is a really good show.
Yeah.
Like WandaVision, like they just like really threw you into
WandaVision was
magic.
fire. Like outside of like the final episode, I think that was just like
Yeah,
near perfect.
yeah. Which we could talk about that when we come back. But like they're kind of like they threw you into magic, multiverse, like this is all fucked up, and then Loki just like took it to a whole new level, and you're just like, oh my god,
Loki was
like,
fantastic, man.
so good, and like they're just like leagues ahead with like this whole multiverse thing, and like we're dealing with magic, and everything's fucked up, and Spider-Man's gonna fuck that up, but like we have this other story slowly making its way to when it's gonna make shine.
I'm gonna be real. I don't really care about like the Hydra, like human stuff anymore. I only care about the cosmic stuff.
Yeah,
Like
which
I
is
mean,
no, go ahead.
like I'm just saying, I was like, I'm sure that like the street level stuff will be interesting, but like yeah, it's gonna be a slower burn for that. And I'm just more interested in like the crazy like multiverse cosmic stuff.
Which I wonder if like I mean this is a stretch, but if it's just like a diversion to like yeah we have this other stuff going on, which could potentially lead into other things because Shang-Chi like we're dealing with the 10 rings again and like does this have something to do with Hydra? Is this the new like fully funded Hydra or like whatever? And like it's like this slow burn to the end, and then you have the potential Thunderbolts coming in because Zemo is in jail with the other villains, and like
We're
you
getting
have
She-Hulk, so
you have other things happening. Yeah, street level is the perfect word. That's so great. Street level of Marvel is slowly making its way to some sort of conclusion, and we're all distracted with the multiverse and Doc Ock coming back. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm kind of pulling for it, but I don't know what's gonna happen. But it's something to kind of like look forward to. I
I
guess.
think that's the issue though. Oh, not issue, but it's just like it's kind of like clear to see what's happening with the cosmic stuff. Like we know the multiverse is in disarray. We know that we're gonna have to face Kang at some point, and like that's very clear. But with like the street level stuff, like we just have hints. Like we got like the Thunderbolts, we got Hydra, we got the Ten Rings, we potentially have the Sinister Six, and it's like those are all just scattered about. Those are just like entities all just on their own little agendas. So it's like it's hard to see like how they're gonna bring that together if they're gonna bring it together because like they could just have like these smaller contained stories with this the street level stuff, which might be smart because I don't know that might be a way to keep people more engaged with like these like okay instead of like these huge events like Infinity War and Endgame, you have like okay every year at the end of the year we're gonna face this small little challenge and then eventually we'll get to Kang.
Yeah, to me, it just what this is kind of playing out just reminds me of like just the timeline and like this movie leaks with this one and this one like these like Winter Soldier, Hawkeye, they're leading to further things down the line versus like multiverse, Wanda, and all that together here. So it's what it is. Can't wait to see what happens, though. It's going to be a pretty awesome end of the year, and I'm sure we'll
Sure.
talk more about it. So, as much as I would love to talk multiverse and like potential what ifs, ands, and buts about the Marvel universe, we unfortunately have to cut it short. So,
Yeah.
it's been, it's been a blast, for me. I'll just say this from my end, like being able to spend time with you guys the last 2 years and, talking literally about anything. Like it's been such a good time to, talk bars. Like I got to question my bars with Mikey B sometimes, or like, with you always, Albert, always bring up something that like really makes me think about where the potential gaming world goes. And I really want to take the time to, appreciate you two for what you bring to the table and how you've, allowed me to share moments with you guys. So the gaming consoles too, and who I didn't really think we'd make it to 2, but we're here, we're making episodes, and we're just having a good time. So thank you guys for bringing me on this journey from the jump, from the walking pod till here we are now. You know what I mean? So I want to just say thank you to you two for that, and really, really appreciate spending time with you guys like this. So that's for my end. Do you guys want to say anything for 2 years? By all means, the floor is open.
I can hop in. Like, granted, I'm no longer a consistent member of the pod because life kind of took over. But I'll agree. It's just like the times from like the walking pod to all about the culture to like the gaming council podcast. It was a real fun journey. I'm pretty sure it kept us a little bit sane when we all worked at the same job because we don't need to get into it, but we know what's
We
up.
know.
But yeah, it's just like the ability to talk about things that we love and enjoy and talk to like other people on the interwebs about these things has always been super fun. And I don't know, granted, like I said, like I'm not really a part of things anymore, but like I still listen, so it's like still fun to like be in the know even when I'm not playing games as much because like you guys will talk about things that are going on and keep me updated. So yeah. Now mostly as like a listener,
Yeah.
it's good to like, be engaged in gaming even though I'm not as engaged.
Well, man, the council boys are forever, so you always
I mean,
the
there's
door's
gang
open.
gang up in here, y'all.
Yeah,
Come
man,
on.
the door's always
You know
open,
the
bro.
vibes.
Hey, man, if you ever find something about what's his name, the guy who made Death Stranding, and you got something to air out, just hit us up, and we'll throw you
When
on.
Death
And you
Stranding
can
2
blow some steam.
comes out. Y'all got to give me a segment.
True.
We will definitely. Yeah. Just to kind of like piggyback, yeah, I appreciate the War Memorials for both you guys. This has been a really fun journey. Like I said, this started as a audio test when I messed up real bad on an audio assignment at work. So we decided to go for a walk to test out some audio equipment, and yeah, it spawned into so many things from focus on music to focus on comic books, the video games, and now everything in between. It's always been really fun to talk about those things that we're all so passionate about, and just gaining different perspectives from both of you guys. Like Albert, you're bringing up some anime stuff or some indie game I never heard of, and that's always fun. And then Josh, your knowledge of bars and hip hop is always appreciated and always nice to hear about. And you're always going to dunk on DC, where I'm always going to say DC does some good stuff. So I always appreciate no matter what, you're living and dying on dunking on DC. So yeah, it's been a fun journey for both of you guys, from both of you guys. So it's all been good on my end.
Yeah, man. So we'll see if we hit the 3 mark, and then AD will get
one
you.
thing we did do, we did outlast E3 almost, sort of,
True.
kind of. Which was the motto initially. It was E3 or die. We did kind of outlast them, so we do got one victory under our belts.
I guess the new one's just gonna be meet up or die. So we'll take little victories as we
Dude,
can.
meet up or die. Still like that's very ominous considering the pandemic.
Yeah, so we'll roll the dice and see how it goes for the meetup pod. Well, again, huge thank you to Albert, for taking the time to jump back with us on such a special episode. Really appreciate your time, and I'm gonna just roll us out. I've been joined with the homie Mikey B.
I'm gonna keep it class and give you a weird phrase. I'm sick of following my dreams, man. I'm just gonna ask where they're going and hook up with them later. R.I.P. Mitch Hedberg.
True, R.I.P. One of the legends and the homie AD.
Look, y'all Y'all, it's been a joy, and I'm gonna give you a classic. Y'all know the vibes. Come on.
Got to. You just need one. 80 love in the building, bro. You know, we had to get one of those.
Add love.
The gaming console's out. See ya. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of the Gaming Console Podcast. Now, if you're not with us on the social game, you're really missing out. On Instagram, follow us at the Gaming Console Podcast. Facebook is the Gaming Console Podcast. Also, follow us on Twitter. We're the Console Boys on Twitter, so hit us up, tweet us. Everything podcast related, episode wise, go to gamingconsolepod.com.
The Council Boys in the building tonight. Oh, what a feeling. I'm feeling life.
Console Boys are out.